getting that goal in the second match day that really kickstart Belgium's tournament. Maybe give a bit more control. The manager of Belgium, and Tedesco, the Italian man. 6 minutes gone here. It's inside the centre circle. Kevin De Bruyne gives it fast, passing it across back to his keeper in Stills. Last 16 action here live on Flash Score. France 0, Belgium 0. Halfway through these last 16 games, there's a sloppy ball from Vertonghen. Finds well to Kylian Mbappe. You don't want to do that. Griezmann, first time ball back towards Mbappe, and Faz is there to head the ball away. It's Doku, who's definitely on the left hand side on this occasion, tries to go around Koundé, gives the ball away. In fact, here's Thuram, who's brought down. It seems like a heavy challenge. Referee says nothing doing, and that will be a goal kick to Belgium. But yeah, halfway through the last 16 here of the Euros, we've seen Switzerland progress, Germany, the hosts, progress, England just about make it through, Spain fighting back and emphatically beating Georgia, and we of course got 2 more games tomorrow, with Turkey taking on Austria, Romania taking on the Netherlands in tonight's game, Portugal, Slovenia, all 3. This one, of course, you can listen to audio commentary. Flash Score having you covered across the summer of sport. Wimbledon starting today. Tennis is your thing. We have news of that tournament. Of course, Alcaraz trying to defend his title that he won last summer. Back to the football. It's France to the ball on that far side. Inside the middle is Saliba of the defence. Saliba's got Upamecano to the right of him. Looks to go back onto his left hand side. Good ball to Tchouaméni now on towards Theo Hernandez. Back with Tchouaméni, swings the ball towards Upamecano across the back line. Upamecano puts that ball to Conte. Conte's pressed by De Bruyne. All this play still on France's half. They'll go over the halfway line through Jules Koundé. Griezmann is there, cooks it backwards towards Conte. Conte now on the way to Upamecano. Saliba outside his own centre circle, feeds the ball now to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni now finds a bit of room to Theo Hernandez. Hernandez wants to play that one to Mbappe, but Mbappe decides to go back to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni now back to Mbappe. A few passes been exchanged by the 2 Frenchmen who will be lined up for the white of Real Madrid next season, as they are lined up in the white of France at the moment. Here's Mbappe, nice little backfill to Rabiot. Rabiot back to Griezmann. Rabiot scoops the ball in the air. It will drop for Tchouaméni, but there's a bit of pressure from Doku. Upamecano's got Doku behind him. Didn't see much from Romelu Lukaku inside the first 10 minutes. A lot of passing from the French. A few times the Belgian players have nipped it and won it. I haven't gone through the centre.
Tiasso to clear up. And it's back to the goalkeeper, clears long down the centre, tidied up nicely though by Upamecano, who heads it back to the goalkeeper, volleys out just outside out towards that left hand side where it's picked up by Theo Hernandez, infield to Kante, back to Hernandez again, down the line, back towards the edge of his own penalty area, William Saliba. Saliba square towards his right hand side to Upamecano. He's got Tchouaméni towards his right hand side, that's who he finds, brings the ball over the halfway line, just to right of centre. Ball with pace, laid off by Griezmann. Rabiot's touch is a little bit heavy, does really well to find Griezmann again, just outside the penalty area. And in the end, Griezmann was caught in 2 minds, didn't know whether to try to thread it through to Marcus Thuram or go for goal himself. And in the end, he did neither really, the Atletico Madrid man, and it just trickles through to the Belgian goalkeeper Casteels. We've played 10 minutes here in Dusseldorf. France 0, Belgium 0, still looking for that spark to ignite this game. Played, of course, in the World Cup semi-final, these 2 teams in 2018. That really was the centre of the golden generation for Belgium at that time. France winning by a goal to 0, and of course going on to win that final. But I think many would say that the final was almost in the semi-final. They were the 2 best teams, I would have said, in that tournament, but obviously met on the same side of the draw. France coming up 1-0 victors, and then that victory in the final against Croatia is Belgium have possession again on the edge of their own penalty area with Fires. Square to Vertonghen, and he finds Tiata. Ball down the line is a decent one to Doku, who's come deep. Doku, ball with pace over the line. That's a beauty as well from the Manchester City man. One to chase for Lukaku. I don't think it's touched the ball yet. Lukaku, I think it's come off for the Chelsea man. In fact, it has, and it's a throw into France deep inside their own half in their right back position. Lukaku, no goals to his name. 3 times he's found the net in this tournament so far. 3 times he's been thwarted by VAR. And all 3 have been so tight as far as the offside goes, as France battle to win possession back, and they do so now. They can bring it forward through Teo Hernandez. He finds Rabiot on the far side. Rabiot cuts in field. Leaves it for Saliba. Everybody now bar the French goalkeeper inside the Belgian half. Swept out towards that far side. It's not a great ball, but it does find a French shirt in the form of Hernandez. Then this is a diagonal ball from right to left, out towards the inside. Jules Koundé controls beautifully on the chest, loops it over the defender towards Griezmann, going down towards the dead ball line, tries to return the favour. It's a brilliant ball. Here's an opportunity, it's squared, and there's nobody there in a white shirt to put it in. And Belgium get it clear towards the edge of the penalty area. N'Golo Kante picks it up. He can't thread it back inside the penalty area. It's cleared by Belgium, or half cleared by Belgium. In the end, played for by Upamecano, but that's not going anywhere, and that's out of play. Good break down the right-hand side for the French, though. It was looped over the defender. It was good work by Koundé and Antoine Griezmann. It's going to be a throw-in to Belgium right next to the corner flag, so deep inside their own half, down their left-hand side. Tiata to take it. Tiata plays for Rennes in the Ligue 1. So familiar to many of these French players, although there's not many of these French players that play in the French league, as I'm sure you can imagine. In fact, in the starting 11, there's a grand total of 0. No players in this starting French 11 that play in the French league, because obviously Kylian Mbappe is now a Real Madrid player. Ousmane Dembele at PSG, he's on the bench. Barcola is on the bench as well, as is Randal Kolo Muani for PSG, and Zaire Emery. You've got Samba on the bench for Lens, and Jonathan Klaus, who plays for Marseille, and that's pretty much it. France have possession inside the centre circle. Saliba towards the left-hand side finds Teo Hernandez. Low ball down the line to Rabiot. Mbappe's in field, that's who he finds. Mbappe just holds the ball up. A little bit of trickery from him, then plays it back again to Saliba. Saliba clips it out towards his near side. Plenty of space for Koundé again. Controls again beautifully on the chest, level with the edge of the penalty.
Goalkeeper some guidance. I think Mbappe was going to get him some guidance. I think Mbappe was going to get the first corner comes in the 14th minute. The first corner comes in the 14th minute. Goes to on that far side. That's going to be on that far side. It's going to be prodding. Antoine Griezmann taking the ball. Match ratings walking up the ball. Running ratings on the website and the running for flash on the website and the introduced back in score. Introduced back in last season Euros. Inside this Euros. Things we check it out. Things we check it out. Can't name all 3DC players on the field. Then let's play out the players on the field. Then let's play out the ball. Lays back to Rabiot. Rabiot to Mbappe. Lays back to Rabiot. Rabiot back to Mbappe. Mbappe's in the penalty box deflected. Mbappe's in the penalty box deflected. Looks like surely it would be. It looks like surely it would be. Mbappe doesn't really put it. Chouameni. Mbappe doesn't really put it. Chouameni has been booked. Has been booked. Look at my notes. Look at my notes. Space now for the French. Nice little back on the halfway line from Matthias Thuram. Thuram gives the ball to Koundé. Koundé plays it forward now to Antoine Griezmann, who's hugging the right touchline. Griezmann and Koundé having a really good connection on the right. Here is Chouameni. Chouameni back to Koundé. It's France 0, Belgium 0. Listen to flash score on this all important last 16 knockout game. Every game now from this stage is important. He will lift the trophy in Berlin. July 14th. These two sides, big heavyweights of the European game, meeting at an early stage. Consequence because they didn't win their groups, finishing second, both of them. And by doing so, they are facing off. I think actually Belgium might have finished third. France finished second, but it's with Saliba inside the centre circle. He gives the ball down to the left-hand side to Burkhardt. Burkhardt to Chouameni to Theo Hernandez. France nil, Belgium nil. It's over the halfway line with Saliba. Burkhardt just takes his time. He's got gold and black boots. He just presses the ball to the right-hand side to Jules Koundé. Koundé has got a bit of room for Conte, but Conte's been ushered away. It seems like Kante's been marshalled by Kevin De Bruyne, who's in the heart of that midfield three of Onana, Carrasco, and De Bruyne. It's De Bruyne in the middle, it's Carrasco on the right, it's Onana off the left. Onana, of course, a 6 foot plus central midfielder who can express himself. All this play still with France, though, inside of Belgium's half. They've conceded another corner because Jules Koundé, his ball that was whipped in, was intercepted. And Carrasco was brought down there by Theo Hernandez. It was a slight slip when Carrasco won the ball from Hernandez on the touchline, on that far right hand touchline, and he started to steam forward, and then it was intercepted by Carrasco. It's going to be Griezmann to take this corner today for France. Low, it's flicked on by a French player, it's won by a French player, and it's headed over to chance. It's Thuram who's made the connection with the Griezmann corner. It's really good. He peels away from the defender, going to the first a few yards outside the 6-yard box, and was that going to be a better deja vu? France scoring a goal from Antoine Griezmann set piece and a major tournament against Belgium. The only difference, we're not at the semi-final, it's the last 16. I'm sure a few Belgian supporters had a few flashbacks in that moment. The header was well wide of the Castell's goal. It's back with the French with Rabiot on the halfway line. Oh, lovely. He swings that to Theo Hernandez. Hernandez to Mbappe. Mbappe just stops the ball for a second before accelerating forward to give the ball back to Hernandez. Chouameni's there. He lets it run. Here is Saliba. France nil, Belgium nil. Saliba side pass now towards side-footed pass towards Koundé. Koundé's been pressured well by Doku. I have to say Belgium all players behind the ball at the moment. All looking, every single player other than the French goalkeeper Magnan is inside now Belgium's half. It's a real press on. There's a lack of press from Belgium, but it's France who are pinning Belgium back. You can see the 4-4-2 right in front of our eyes. Bender and Lukaku off the ball. It seems to be a 4-4-2 on the ball. You know, De Bruyne and Onana making it a 3 with Carrasco extending a bit deeper. Here is Rabiot, pokes this to the right hand side. Jules Koundé will get there, you know. He'll get there in the penalty area. He backtracks a little bit because the ball span towards it. He has to give the ball back to Rabiot. It's a moment of uncertainty that Belgium have escaped just for a moment. Here's Conte now on towards Saliba. Saliba on towards Rabiot. All is playing in the centre of the pitch. Here's Chouameni with the high top. Sets the ball to the left hand side. Conte's there. De Bruyne is not next to Conte. This is proceeding. Actually, there's a big gaping hole right in front of the Belgian midfield. It leads to Rabiot having an effort on goal. It's a poor effort. It's one that's over the bar, and it will stay France nil, Belgium nil. Castells with the goal kick, playing it back between the two defenders, and Vertonghen and Faz. Goes in field down to Onana, and then back to Faz. So Onana onto the right hand side to Castagna. 30 yards away from his own penalty, but Castagna now launches the ball forward to Lukaku. He rolls Saliba well. He actually gives the ball back to Carrasco. The second duel is definitely won by Romelu Lukaku. De Bruyne edge of the penalty area, fires this all the way high, looking at Upender, and it's good work from Jules Koundé because he knows there's a player behind it, but he's got time to just chest the ball back to Magnan in the goal for France. But that's what Belgium have to do more. 20 gone here and not had a shot on goal, let alone one on target. And they've just got to find the ball to Lukaku because Lukaku loves a physical battle, and he's up against two very physical defenders. And then Burkhardt, it's interesting that he's leaning towards Saliba rather than Burkhardt. Burkhardt, for many of his faults, is a very physical, demanding defender. And Lukaku's going on to the right hand side of that French defence, or Saliba on the left, but from Romelu Lukaku's perspective, his right hand side, he's looking to go on the right. from a Belgian perspective, leaning on that left-hand centre-back and causing chaos, and he just rolled Saliba well, took him out of the game, laid it back to Carrasco, and that created the opportunity for something to go into the box. It's Tchouaméni trying to swing something in for France in towards the penalty box. It's won by a French head. It's going to be up by Castells, who's got to gather it because Mateus Thuram is there as well, the referee as well, marshalled there to see if there's any sort of drop or spillage from the goalkeeper, if that was going to be penalised or not. France 0, Belgium 0, 21 gone, and it just still feels like we're in the first phase of this game. There's nothing too much to report. Not closest we've got was that Jules Koundé pull back, not really had much going forward. Here it is, Vertonghen outside the box, uses his left foot to angle it towards Openda. Great first touch, but that's the problem. They're so isolated up front there, Lukaku and Openda. If you're not holding the ball, you're going to give the ball away. But luckily for Belgium, you have the ball back. It's with Theatre. It's down to the left-hand side to Doku. Oh, he looks at Griezmann, says, I'm going to go for a run. Tries to go past Jules Koundé, but he says, yeah, you can go for a run. But you're not going to go past me. He intercepts it. And it will be a throw-it to Belgium. Bang on the halfway line. We're just seeing an Mbappe replay. A little bit of a back away, did back to Rabiot. It's quite nice, and in front of Kevin De Bruyne. He has spoken about how has been struggling with wearing the mask in international duty. It's a blurred vision, it's not clear, it's not helped him. But he did get his first Euro goal last time out against Poland, wearing the mask. A beat that was from penalty spot. And time still goes on. France still haven't scored in this tournament from open play. We've now played another quarter of this game. Onana's over the halfway line. Someone much smarter than me will generate a statistic to tell me how many minutes that is without a goal from open play. And I'll be back to tell you that before I do. Here's Doku. It's a late challenge from Antoine Griezmann, and he's been booked. Antoine Griezmann for a very, very late challenge from Jeremy Doku. Doku has actually played the ball in towards the area. It goes all the way to the goalkeeper. It's an excellent position for a free kick. It's just late from Antoine Griezmann, the Atletico Madrid man. So that's the second yellow of the game for the French. Griezmann and Tchouaméni who are booked. Luckily for them, neither on a yellow card ahead of a potential quarter-final on Friday. France 0, Belgium 0. Magnan's just barking some orders for his wall. Kevin De Bruyne, we know he can swing a ball in. We know we can go for goal. Vertonghen's in the box. Onana's in the box. Lukaku's in there. It's the first chance now for Belgium to throw the ball in towards the danger area. It's right-footed. Puts it to the mixer, and Magnan actually clears the ball away with his feet. How close was that? Any single touch from a Belgian player or a French player, and that would have been 1-0 to Belgium. The delivery was on the money. Everything you expect from the Manchester City man, Kevin De Bruyne. Left-footed, carved ball. Just needed a slice of touches. Magnan was expected a touch. Didn't get it. And he cleared the ball away with his right boot on the goal line. That's a yellow card by Rabiot. That's number 3 now for France. Inside the first half an hour. And his tackle on Doku. He did win the ball, Rabiot, but he got a lot of the man. Doku's still on the ground now. France 0, Belgium 0. Rabiot will miss the next match if he isn't. Mbappe's got to be careful because he is on a yellow card and he's talking to the referee. Of course he's able to do so because he's the captain, and that's a ruling for what UEFA have brought in. The captain's going to talk to the man and to the referees. But of course, if you've been following, listening to our coverage, of course, on Flash Ball, we've seen loads of players who are not the captain talk to the referees throughout this tournament. But Rabiot will miss a potential quarter-final on Friday for that challenge on Doku. France 0, Belgium 0. Doku's still on the ground here at the moment. Magnan save from a De Bruyne, deflected De Bruyne free kick. The replay showed there was a little flick from a Frenchman's head that led to Magnan clearing it away. Didier Deschamps looking fresh as always in that suit. So is Tedesco, the Italian Belgian coach, who's instructing a few Belgian players. Better period this for Belgium. Just momentum is so important in football, but just creating that some sort of uncertainty in the French ranks is important to kind of build momentum for them. Still need more though offensively, and he'll know that, the Belgian coach. It's with Kevin De Bruyne inside his own half. Free kick's been taken. He's got no one around him. He uses his right foot to spread that. It's, no attempts on goal, no corners for the Belgium, 3%. Considering it's been 5 attempts for France. But Lukaku's at the edge of the penalty area. He's to Carrasco. Onana's got a bit of space with the white strap-in on his left arm. Onana. He's ball to De Bruyne in the centre circle. Faz is next to De Bruyne. Faz plays a square ball towards Doku. Doku's back on the pitch. Takes on Freon. Oh, he swings it up. He's got the pace. Lukaku wants in the middle. It's behind him. It may go back to Carrasco. It's blocked by a Frenchman. And the Belgian players plead for a potential penalty. And the referee's been told to halt play just as the ball's gone out of play. Lovely work from Doku, who, as soon as he got the ball from Faz, went on a run, played it directly forward towards Openda. The shot was taken left-footed by Jules Koundé. I don't think that would be a penalty. Hits Theo Hernandez on his shoulder because he's going down, but he's moving his hands away from the ball, and it's not going to be a penalty. We're already up and playing again in this game of Dusseldorf, and Belgium just starting, as I mentioned a few moments ago, just starting to settle and find a few passes. France just starting to wobble a little bit down the flanks, and as you're going to get that joy, Openda and Doku causing problems on Hernandez and Koundé, with Lukaku being a point. The cross that came in from Openda was behind Lukaku. If you went near post, Lukaku may have got there and may have had an effort on goal. Still wait. Does that count as an attempt? It does count as an attempt. I'm asking the list a lot of questions in his opening half an hour. It's an engaging game so far. Loads of talking points as we wait for the completion of the last 16 phase. We've seen Switzerland, Germany qualify on Saturday after beating Italy and Denmark respectively. England made it nervy after a 95th equaliser from Jude Bellingham. Then Harry Kane got the goal in extra time. England proceeding and going through to take on Switzerland. It's a commentary you can listen to 5 o'clock on Saturday. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. He sticks to Carrasco, 3-way in the middle, including De Bruyne. Carrasco looks forward, throwing it back, but Conte is there, and he's got to play the ball to Lukaku and Openda. These two are the players that are your goal scorers. Not, Kevin De Bruyne has done his bit. He's created the space for you to play it on the right hand side. He's not gone there to swing it in. That'll be frustrating for the Belgian fans and players. There's definitely frustration with Openda and Lukaku as France move forward. Here's Griezmann, plays back towards Thuram, and it's intercepted by Doku. Openda just having a word with Carrasco there. Carrasco's getting some really good positions. It's a really good 4-4-2 at the moment. It's not 4-3-3 at UEFA. I believe it is. It's definitely a 4-4-2 in and out of possessions. He slips right in front of Onana. There's a chance now here for a break. Carrasco ignores Lukaku's run. He wanted it at the right hand side. Carrasco gives the ball down to Castagna. Are they going to kick the ball out of play? I don't know if Mbappe's gone back a field. He has. They just slowed it down. It looked like there was an injury potentially. Here's Onana over the halfway line. It's back on the right now with Carrasco. Gives the ball to Castagna. Onana's there. No one around him in a French shirt. Here it is Kevin De Bruyne. Back to Onana, 35 yards away from the penalty area. Belgium shoot from right to left in this first half. As we approach the half-hour mark, it's with Castagna, back with fans inside France's half, just outside the centre circle now. It's with Onana. It's pedestrian football. You know when the home supporters are booing because they have a player down and the opposition's just passing the football, and you're thinking, are they going to put the ball out or not? That's how Belgium are playing right now. They're playing in a style where the opposition has a player down and they don't know if they want to strike at will. It's very, very slow from Belgium. And in the end, they put the ball out of play. Not because there's a player injured, because Onana tries to spray a diagonal ball towards Doku. He can't keep it in because Onana's ball is overcooked. It's France 0, Belgium 0 here on Flash Score. And if you're joining us, I think you joined us at a good time. Belgium just started to make it more of a contest than they did in your first 10 minutes, first 20 minutes of the game. But the last 10 of the first 30, they've come back to really add some value. If it continues in this way, we might be looking at the long haul for this one. Of course, we'll have to have a winner tonight in Dusseldorf. France versus Belgium in the last 16. It's 0-0. And if it's the same scoreline, if this is the same scoreline after 90 minutes, we know the dealio. We'll go to extra time. We'll play another half an hour. And if that's not, we can't find a goal there, then it's the dreaded penalties. This will be decided. We'll find out who will be playing, either Portugal or Slovenia. It's another launch ball that goes long, and it's gathered by Manu. Kevin De Bruyne was the one that pumped it forward. It's with Tchouameni, towards Upamecano. Upamecano has been tested in that French defence. He's not too 90 so far. It's on that left-hand side with Theo Hernandez. Hernandez now onto Kylian Mbappe. The ray of sunlight on that far side is very slim now, but it's enough sunlight to be shining on Kylian Mbappe. We need some of his gold dust to light this game up. From a French perspective is Griezmann, 30 yards away. He curves that ball to Rabiot. Rabiot lets it run to Theo Hernandez. First time ball for Theo Hernandez, but it's overcooked this. It's not a vocal point in there. He apologises to Thuram, who was the lone French player in the penalty area. Orange boot on Rashid. It's a nice sort of ball to put in because it's coming in with a bit of pace. It's overcooked. It's hit too much, and no one could really attack that. It's not even a ball that could even cause problems for a Belgian player to put in their own net. It's a cross that's completely out of bounds. It's with Castagna, gives the ball to Faz. Faz now to the left-hand side towards Doku. Doku wants to have a run against Jules Koundé. All this is in Belgium's half. It's really high pressure from France. The fact that Doku's been, tag-teamed, to say the least, inside his own half. He can't ascend. I mean, if he goes past Koundé and Griezmann, he's in luck. But he's got a lot to do from there to try and get the ball up the field. The ball's still with the Red Devils in Belgium. France 0, Belgium 0. 2018 World Cup repeat of the semi-final in St. Petersburg, where France were 1-0 winners, and Titi's header was it the difference that night. Here it is, 30 now on towards Faz. Vertonghen's there. Faz uses right foot to hook this towards Doku. Doku was holding back, but Jules Koundé's head is good. He's able to intercept that, give the ball to Griezmann, who's bundled over down the ground by Kevin De Bruyne. France 0, Belgium 0. Kevin De Bruyne just smiles to the referee saying, yeah, I know it's a foul, I know it's a foul. Just another example of Belgium just lacking that kind of cutting edge in an offensive area, trying to get the best players on the ball offensively. Openda, Lukaku, Doku, these are really exciting players, and Arna, progressive midfielder. De Bruyne is one of the best, if not the best playmaker we have seen for a very long time in the game, and we've not seen enough of him in this tournament. And we have. He's got some goals. It's floated to the right hand side to Jules Koundé. Good ball into the middle, and is that a save? Or did that go wide? Either way, it stays France 0, Belgium 0. A cracking delivery from Jules Koundé down this right. There's no Belgian players around him. He's able to cross the ball and give it to Thuram, and Thuram's head is wide. Oh, he's got to put that on target. I was just about to say that the clock is only increasing and getting longer and longer in this tournament from when France have scored a goal from open play. That's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for the French. Real quality chance, all coming from the diagonal ball from Saliba to Jules Koundé. Koundé swinging that ball in. It was met by Thuram, who went right in the middle of the Belgian defence of Vertonghen and Faz. It's France 0, Belgium 0. Listening to flash score here. And really should be potential to score. Jules Koundé loses out on this challenge. It's with Faz on towards Vertonghen inside the centre circle. Now it's France's turn to be pinned back in their own half. Every single French player is in their own territory. It's the battle between Doku and Griezmann and Koundé, but this time Doku's doing this inside French's half. He goes past Griezmann, plays a 1-2 for Openda. Doku keeps it alive, but they get so many numbers around Doku. You have Tchouameni there now to intercept the ball. It's a throw into Belgium, but Doku goes past one. He's got to go past Jules Koundé. If he does that, by the time he's done that, Tchouameni's there. Maybe Upamecano's come to help. But these attackers are so isolated for Belgium. You're asking them to, move like King Arthur and put a sword out of a stone, aren't you? You really, really are here. As the foul comes in with Openda with Chouameni, but it really, really is a difficult shift at the moment if we're a Belgian player offensively. But other than that, that's what they're lacking. They've limited France to a few opportunities. That header from Thuram's got to find a target. But Mbappe's quiet, and if Kylian Mbappe is quiet, that's pretty much half the job when you're playing France with the talent that we all know he has in his disposal. It's with Hernandez, who's operating from that left-hand side with Kylian Mbappe. The sun's disappeared in Dusseldorf, so that small ray of light's disappeared. As the ball goes into the middle, look towards Thuram. It's gathered comfortably by Castells in the goal. And will be a comfortable kick away. Kunde has to press the ball as the ball's on the left hand side for Belgium, but he's been told just to hold, and Griezmann's doing the pressing for him. So a higher press now. Faz into your left now to Vertonghen. It's back in now with Castells. Going all the way long. So found its way into the centre circle with Chouameni. Good work there, Chouameni. Spraying to the left hand side now for Kylian Mbappe. Three-way in the middle. It's dropped now to Chouameni again. Nice challenge from Onana. Lukaku wanted to win the ball back. It's now a pattern where Belgium are back being pinned. Left. France nil, Belgium nil. And there it goes towards Onana. Lukaku was giving the ball away. And here's Griezmann to Kylian Mbappe. There's three around it. Back now to Chouameni. Chouameni uses right foot, thinking to far post. Griezmann's there, headed away. And Lukaku can't keep that in. We're throwing towards France on that far side. It's a steep run by Rabiot. Kante's there, but Onana intercepts and needs Saliba to intercept also, and he stops the possible breakaway. There's 3 against 2 for in Belgium's favour, right at the halfway line. William Saliba blocking vitally. Here's Kanté being fouled by Jules Koundé in the centre. Koundé receives it back from Kanté. Kanté back to Griezmann. Nice quick football from France. It's Mbappe swinging this into the middle. Off that right. They want handball. Belgium not going to get it. Here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne's ball's poor. Gives it to Chouameni. 30 yards away from the penalty box. The intensity increasing with France's players. Mbappe goes for a little bit of a wonder. That's causing a bit of a confusion in this Belgium defence, because the main man to mark isn't on that left hand side. It's Chouameni. He knows how to go for goal, and it's flown out and so close. France nil, Belgium nil. Hitting it so close. Really, it's the advertising stands. It will be Belgium nil. Or's fouls. That's Vertonghen into the middle to Onana. Pass. Vertonghen. Over to 30. 30 into Doku. Doku trying to wriggle away from Koundé. And that's intercepted. It's back with Faz. That's on the right hand side towards Castagna. France nil, Belgium 5 to go in this first half. Onana yet to see an opener. Yet to see a goal score from open play from France, as Castagna tries to skip all that ball into the sky, trying to play it down the right, but Chouameni's there. Chouameni's done so well. He's in a yellow card. 3 French players in a yellow card. Rabiot, Chouameni agrees, and Rabiot will miss the quarter-final. France get through. Down the left it goes to Hernandez. Hernandez now towards Rabiot. Rabiot now towards Mbappe. Mbappe scooping this towards Hernandez. Can he put it back to Thuram? Thuram shoots back. Koundé's got an opportunity in a goal. Flicks into the middle, looking towards Griezmann. headed away by Belgium. Doku keeps it alive, and in fact tries to clear it, Doku, but he slips on the ball and it becomes a throw in to France. Better though from the French. There was a sight for goal with the Belgian defenders all on one side of the penalty area. Koundé wasn't brave enough to go for goal, elected, and wisely so, he's a fullback, not a forward, to try and find a forward in a more advanced area, but his cross was intercepted. It's France 0, Belgium 0. So now with Tchouameni onto Rabiot. Tchouameni onto Rabiot. Towards Upamecano. His concept. Conte now back towards Tchouameni. Belgium really not creating a press. There's 2 blocks of 5 right in front of right in front of Belgium. Well, right in front of France, provided by Belgium. Mbappe swings it towards Jules Koundé. The white shirts this afternoon for France with the blue shorts and the white socks. It is Griezmann to the middle to Mbappe, trying to play that 1-2. He's Vertonghen. Flipping the ball to Saliba. Mbappe now. Mbappe, very hard to way up against Onana. Just the pace of the hearts just increase when Mbappe gets the ball and it starts to accelerate so close to the penalty area. Lukaku's won it. He tries to move that ball quickly to Openda, but in the end, Upamecano is able to read that script well. It's with Griezmann outside the penalty area. Antoine de Griezmann still has it. He gives it to Conte. Conte back to Griezmann. 30 yards away. Griezmann now goes centrally. It's for Thuram. Thuram tries to play 1-2 to Griezmann. Belgium just can't get out though. Doku and Openda and Lukaku, when they win it, it's all scuffed. It hasn't been able to find a white shirt. France 0, Belgium 0. So still France sending. Here's Conte back to Griezmann. Griezmann's afraid the ball is hit with too much on it towards Thuram. It stays France 0, Belgium 0. There's an issue there for Ferretti. He's in the fullback position for Belgium, holding his left ankle. He's just trying to play triangles across the French there. You can see Mbappe as well. Just trod on him. It was a bit of an accident. He's been a solid defender there. There's it. As the French players have a bit of an inquest amongst themselves. It was a good spell for them. Sustained pressure. Casteels inside the penalty area. Being left footed to fire that goalwards towards Lukaku. Oh, Lukaku's got a good first touch. A quick step towards Upamecano. No one really near De Bruyne will try and create an effort, but De Bruyne, who is penalised, Rabiot, he's saying he's got the ball. And Free saying no. And Rabiot there was the player intercepted. Listen, that might have gone the other way. On another day, that might have been a free kick to Belgium. It's gone to France, and they're over the halfway line now. We're in the final minute of this first half. I do wonder how many will be added on the back end of this first period. Here is Hernandez steaming towards the byline. It's a crunching challenge, but have to concede a corner. He came in from fast. It was good. He was able to hook both legs towards the ball, Hernandez, but he just stuck his left foot in, and that is put in the corner. Well, France were able to start the game with a corner. Didn't lead to much. They've not really done much of their set pieces. Another short one taken by Griezmann. Throws in this into the middle was Kylian Mbappe. It's headed away by Belgium. It's 1 minute of added time. Not surprised to see that the added time is quite minimal. We've not seen much stoppages, and we haven't seen many injuries as Mbappe's taken on 2 players and winning the battle on that left hand side. Mbappe, he didn't go down. He may fall for Tchouameni, and he fires it over. Oh, what an opening! What an opening for France. Mbappe once again, the conductor and the curator for a France opening down that left-hand side, weaving and turning, up against Doku, up against Carrasco. He bundles his way into the penalty area, he pulls it back, Chouamani's there, there's a Belgian player, Vertonghen, just throwing everything to get in the way of that shot, and I think the attempted block by Vertonghen got to Chouamani, and Chouamani just hammered it over. France 0, Belgium 0 is the score. That might be the scoreline heading into the break. We are still playing here. We've played the 1 minute of added time. It's always minimum, of course. As the referee, as he looks, yeah, he does. It's 0-0 at the break in Dusseldorf, and it's been an even game. The superstars are nullifying each other. Mbappe's huffed and puffed. He's created a good chance right at the end of the first half. Belgium's best chance came from De Bruyne's free kick, which bamboozled Magnan, and he needed to save with his right boot when it was a close free kick, edge of the box. Need to see more from Lukaku, Griezmann, Doku and Thuram, who had a good header go wide. We'll be back for second half coverage of this all-important knockout stage game, last 16 in Euro 2024 from Dusseldorf. It's France 0, Belgium 0. If that stays the same, well, we know what that means. Half time here, live on Flash Score, France 0, Belgium 0. between France and Belgium. It's 0-0 at half-time. We're just about to get ready for the second period. It's going to be Belgium shooting from left to right. Doesn't seem to be any changes from both these two teams, so let's get into the team news for this second half. Started with Didier Deschamps' French side with Manuel in goal, Hernandez, Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé at the back four, Rabiot, Tchouaméni and Kante are the three behind Griezmann, Mbappe and Thuram. Rabiot and Tchouaméni and Griezmann are all on a yellow card. Rabiot will miss the quarter-final if France were to progress. Well, for Belgium have no yellow cards, have a clean bill in that regard. It's Castells in goal, Castagna, Faz, Vertonghen and Teti in the back four. It's a 4-4-2 for Belgium. They've got Openda and Lukaku up front, Doku off the left, Casco off the right, De Bruyne and Onana is the front three. So back into the action, it's with France on the right hand channel. Thuram tucking this to the right hand side to Griezmann. Griezmann swings this now to Rabiot. Rabiot on towards Theo Hernandez. Hernandez goes in field to Kylian Mbappe. He goes round De Bruyne like he's not there. Mbappe, he goes into the penalty area, but the end product from France's main outlet and star is very, very poor from Kylian Mbappe. It's France 0, Belgium 0. So half-time thoughts from a France perspective is get them all back to Kylian Mbappe, and 9 times out of 10 he won't produce an end product like that. Get him involved, try and find Thuram in more better positions in the channels. Griezmann, get him in outside the penalty area, trying to thread those balls to Thuram, and get Mbappe isolating defenders, getting one-on-one with Castagna and Teddy. That would be the aim, 100% for France. For Belgium, it has to be get the ball to Romelu Lukaku, Doku and Openda, and tactically it's not all about just getting your ball to your attacking players. Well, it is, because you need your attacking players to put the ball into the net, and Belgium didn't do enough of that in the first 45 minutes, and France didn't do it either. It wasn't the best first 45 minutes that we've seen in the knockout stages or even in the tournament, but we have enough quality on display to know that this game can really get going very quickly. It's with Belgium in the back line with Faz. Faz plays up to the right hand side now to Castagna. Castagna tries to goes over the halfway line, going in field to De Bruyne. Nice little Cook trying to get Lukaku around the channel. Oh, he's good strength, Lukaku over Saliba. Maybe a bit of handball. Did strike someone's hand before he didn't point to for anything. Balls of Belgium. It's a terrible clearance from Rabiot. He's able to give the ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives the ball to Onana. He's a bigger half from Kevin De Bruyne. If he gets going, Belgium will get going and some. Here's Onana. He's 25 yards away from the penalty area. Great strength from Onana. Shields the ball, but elects not to play it to De Bruyne. He actually goes round to give it to Carrasco. First ball to the penalty area for Carrasco. Jules Koundé were able to chest the ball back to Manuel. And if you've been with us throughout this broadcast, and if you haven't, I'll tell you that's a move that's happened already in this game, where a ball's come from that right hand side. Carrasco's played it. There's no one in the penalty area. The cross is over here, and then secondly, the area it's put into, no one's there other than Jules Koundé on that right back position just to chest it back to Manuel. So it's easy for the Frenchman to chest back to his goalkeeper. France in that white strip this evening, blue shorts and white socks. Lots of action coming your way across the Copa America and Euros. Copa America action tonight. We saw Jamaica lose to Venezuela last night 3-0, and Mexico draw 0-0 to Ecuador. Ecuador will take on Argentina in the next round. It's with Theo Hernandez, but tonight you can listen to the hosts, USA against Uruguay. That's to come up alongside the Portugal-Slovenia game. Tchouaméni goes for goal and it's pushed away outside the penalty area on the D. They'd worked it from Theo Hernandez down the left hand side while I was rambling about Copa America. There's a slight deflection that came on the top of the boot of Faz. Needed Castells to be stretched, going down low to his left, and France have another corner. France favourites in this game, of course, one of the favourites to win this competition. It's going to be a tough opponent, Belgium. They have joy throughout history facing this Belgian side, and it's just trying to pull ahead. It's Griezmann who floats into the middle. It's nearly won by a white shirt. There's a Belgian player that's on the ground. He probably should have stayed on the ground. The referee would have stopped play there. He's a better sportsman than I am. As Theo Hernandez goes down from a Openda free kick, and that will be a free kick to France from a long, better position. And referee Mbappe's talked to the referee and said, hey, what's going on here? Because we've seen players get booked for less than the first half. Theo Hernandez, he's kind of actually thrown I don't want to say a punch, but he's thrown his hand towards Hernandez rather than there's no real connection on the feet. So there is a bit of surprise that there hasn't been a booking. But France can't complain too much. They have another crack of whipping the ball into Belgium's penalty area, and they will do so with the left foot of Antoine Griezmann, making his 150th appearance in a French shirt. The LeBlanc going for the attack. He puts into the middle. He kind of fakes, puts the ball in with a fake stutter, and then moves the ball for the Belgian players forward. There's a ball put in towards Thuram over the bar. Another great effort for the French striker. Oh, just seeing the replay come into that free kick headed away by De Bruyne. It comes back to Koundé high in the middle. He does so well. He gets above his man. Thuram right above Faz should do better. It's the second header in this game where, you know, he has to find the quality to at least test the goalkeeper. He can't be missing opportunities. You can't be missing the target, and you can't be missing those types of opportunities. Belgium riding their luck in the first 5 minutes in the second half. Live and flash score here. France 0, Belgium 0. All the action coming your way for the summer tournaments. Copa America, USA, Uruguay is one to listen to. A big night for USA. They're in threat of going out of the group stages after a disappointing result against Panama. That's in the Copa America. And then after this, Portugal against Slovenia. Cristiano Ronaldo still looking to score in this tournament. Still looking to become the oldest goal scorer to ever score in the Euros. We saw that Luka Modric's goal against Italy stands as the oldest. But when Pepe and Ronaldo are still knocking around, that could be broken in this competition. It's with Magnan in the French goal. Bright yellow jersey. Slips this to Saliba outside the penalty area. Saliba is able to give the ball towards Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni down to Theo Hernandez. Tchouaméni just waits before giving the ball back to Saliba. Saliba to Picard. And I think from a French point of view, they're really happy to see the ball be given to Openda and given to Doku, because when the ball's been given to Lukaku, he's doing really well against Saliba. He's rolling him, he's holding the ball. And I think that's disappointing for Belgium. Lukaku always finds opportunities. That's why, he's a strange footballer. Gets loads of goals, but misses a lot of chances, right? He talks to the man or the woman on the street. They'll give you a different opinion about Lukaku, but we know that he creates opportunities. That's something they're not doing in this game, Belgium, and that's a worry for Belgium supporters listening. What is also a worry is that France are starting to just find some gaps in their midfield. Griezmann has the ball, gives to Rabiot. Rabiot's gone long, looking towards Mathias Thuram. It's easy for Castells to come in the Belgian goal to gather and roll the ball out towards the right hand side. It's now with De Bruyne, edge of the penalty area, gives the ball to Castagna. Fulham 0, Belgium 0. Castagna goes forward. Now they go long to Lukaku. It's not the best header from Saliba. That's what I'm saying. There is a little bit of a hesitation once Lukaku gets to isolate and gets able to have a duel with a French centre back. As Magnan's ball's a bit short towards Jules Koundé, but he's able to clear that forward. Here's Onana. He waits for the ball to drop, but N'Golo Kanté waits for no man. He wins the header away from Onana, and the ball's to Tchouaméni in the centre circle. He's able to spread that ball towards Rabiot. He finds himself on the left hand side. He said, listen, you're the boss, Mbappe. I'm going to give you the ball. The white shirt. Oh, wonderful from Mbappe. Goes past one. He's in the penalty area. It's Kylian Mbappe over the bar. That would have been a beautiful breakthrough goal in this tournament from open play for a Frenchman. If Kylian Mbappe was ever to find the net from there, went past one, took two on to go into the penalty area, and was inches away from opening the scoring in this last 16 game. Of course, the prize, the quarter-final place on Friday's second quarter-final game, which will take place in Hamburg, 5th of July, so they're playing Monday and Friday. The winners, of course, of this game will place the winners of Portugal, Slovenia. Lukaku's put under pressure over Tchouaméni. Good strength from him. France 0, Belgium 0. I just think that Didier Deschamps edged that team talk better than his opposite number in Tedesco. Because France have come back with just a bit more purpose in their play. It's with Kevin De Bruyne, who needs to be further up the field. It's inside his own half with Carrasco. Carrasco for Belgium. Gives the ball back towards Castagna. Now it's with Onana. Onana, tall, lanky figure of Onana, scampering forward. He floats the ball so well to Doku on the left-hand side. Doku goes on a little bit of a run, twisting and turning Jules Koundé, but Koundé keeps his eyes on the ball and wins the ball. Koundé gives the ball into the middle now to Mateus Thuram. Conte is there. It's a thunderous challenge from a Belgian man. The way he almost finds its way all the way towards Romelu Lukaku. It doesn't find its way to Theo Hernandez. France nil, Belgium nil. As it stands, we know what it's heading to. We're heading to extra time. Have to find a winner. We will find a winner in this game. In this knockout last 16. Switzerland, Germany qualified on Saturday to the final 8. England and Spain joined them yesterday. Who will join them? Yeah, from this tie. Conte. Bit of room for the Frenchman, the centre midfielder, operating in the heart of that midfield. Gives it to Griezmann. Griezmann to Koundé. Low ball. Mbappe should score. Doesn't. It's another good opportunity created by the French. Conte with a bit of space, finding Griezmann on that right hand side. Jules Koundé looking up, side footing the ball, and Mbappe has to do better there. Better connection, and it's 1-0. And Belgium just starting to twirl a little bit, just starting to wobble. They've not come out of the second half defensively with any joy, but they've held the ball up by Lukaku. He's to find Kevin De Bruyne in the centre circle. De Bruyne has given the ball to the right hand side now to Carrasco. France still, Belgium nil here, live on Flash Score. Here's Onana. Onana just waits before releasing the ball. He actually just gives it to De Bruyne, who's next to him. Bang in the centre of France's half. They've now gone back into the centre circle with Vertonghen. Vertonghen gives to Faz. Faz tries to stick the ball to Doc. It's poor from Faz, because Faz kicks the ball straight to the French, and this is where the French move so well. All those Belgian players that were in the offensive area are all retreating. Down the left-hand side it goes for France in Belgium's half. 25 yards away from them now. Gives to Theo Hernandez. He checks back towards the byline. Gives to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni swings the ball to Mbappe. A little bit of a backheel flip back to Tchouaméni. We know he can shoot from far. Tchouaméni, he scored a wonderful goal past England in the World Cup quarter-final back in 2022 in Qatar. The referee saying, hey, I think it's Doku to get up. It looked like it was a free kick to Doku. The referee was not having none of that. That would be very controversial if France were able to score from its attack. The pace is just increasing every time France move that ball around Belgium's penalty area. The unpredictability is causing problems for Belgium. It's now with Conte, edge of the penalty area. He elects to put the low ball in. He does find Griezmann. Cheating this up to Tchouaméni. Here's Griezmann. Play it back to Jules Koundé. It's blocked. And that has just gone away for Belgium. They're still trying to clear it. I don't know what that player is doing in the far side. Just get rid. Played for the foul, and the referee has played and walked into his tricks, Doku, because Doku was going nowhere. Good defensive work from Koundé. He just said, all right, beat me from here. All this play having deep in Belgium's half. And Conte was the player that got the ball away from Doku, and the referee felt that was a dive. France nil, Belgium nil. So free kick to Belgium. Bright green jersey for the goalkeeper to take the ball. It's hammered forward, looking towards Romelu Lukaku. Over the halfway line. It's a throw in towards Tetu for Belgium, midway through French's half. We are waiting for the throw. It's taken, it is taken. Docu's barking order. This is better there for Belgium. Need to slow it down. Need to take this thing out of France's attack. You know, we're approaching the hour mark. It's still 0-0, still well in the tie. But France were just starting to find Mbappe in all different types of positions. Griezmann was trying to pull the strings. Those are warning signs. Those are all the things that Deschamps, the French manager, was hoping to see instantly at the beginning of the second half, and he was seeing that. So from a Belgian perspective, this pedestrian-like football is fantastic. What's not good is losing the ball, conceding free kicks. We've just done there on that far side with Doku fouling Griezmann. Griezmann doing what he always does really well, nipping the ball. intercepting. So with Saliba for France, and pokes the ball now to Rabiot. Rabiot now to Saliba again. Saliba's got a lot of room. He's able to crest that ball to Theo Hernandez. Saliba in field goes to Rabiot. Suakano's there with Chouameni. It's a good press that comes in from Openda, but N'Golo Conte is there and banging the halfway line. So just Conte and the ball to Saliba. Chouameni down the left now to Theo Hernandez. Mbappe's been brought down by Onana. He has. That's a bit too much. And the French forward. Chouameni over the halfway line. Gets the ball out to Saliba. Putting pressure is Openda on Saliba. But Saliba's aware of keeping the ball, not going back home. But Openda does get the ball off him. Here's De Bruyne. It's a possible break. De Bruyne's got Lukaku ahead of him. He sticks his forward now. It's a real chance here for Belgium. It's an excellent challenge. And it's celebrated by the French defenders. Theo Hernandez bailing out Saliba on the hour mark. It looked like Carrasco was going to have a free head at goal, but Hernandez's recovery was there to take it away. It stays France 0. Belgium, he might have, in fact, got himself a goal kick. Manuel and Upamecano and Saliba all go up across each other to celebrate, punching the air. Hernandez, De Bruyne's ball was absolutely exquisite. Fantastic, outside the boot, right outside the boot, right-footed to release Carrasco in. He took a bit of his time. If it was upended there, it would have been in real trouble for France. It's going to be Kevin De Bruyne to take this corner though. He misses everybody in that far side. It will be recycled by Openda, and his ball is over, and it stays France 0, Belgium 0. But it's good press work from Belgium, because it initially happens from Saliba not going back and going forward, and De Bruyne is able there to take it away. So that is good. We have the first changes. It's Thuram to come off, and onto the field is Koulibaly, who is the Paris Saint-Germain striker, made the move from Frankfurt in the last summer. He's a figure header go wide. We'll be back for second half coverage of this all-important knockout stage game, last 16 in Euro 2024 from Dusseldorf. It's France. Fantastic save by Emi Martinez. I'm sure that unfortunately haunts Koulibaly now and again. And here is the Belgian player now on the right hand side in terms of Castagna to give it to Onana. Onana's got 3 around it for Belgium, trying to wriggle his way through Chouameni. Referee's not giving him anything. Chouameni wins the ball. Gives to Rabiot. Put it back now to Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got a first touch, edge of the penalty box here. He's bundled down by Onana. Referee says, get up. And play on. Is that going to be a substitution for Belgium? It is also off the field. He is going to be Openda. And with their France 0, Belgium 0. And Mangala is going to come onto the field for Belgium. It's 0-0 here. So Openda off and Mangala. That's an interesting one. Is that going to push and then to go into more of a 4-3-3? So Mangalu, I should rather say. There's the midfielder to come on, and Koulibaly's come on for Thuram, of course. It's a throw-in on that far side for Belgium. 4:30. Waiting for him to take it. As long as this game goes on, the more you feel and think it's going to go to the wire. Potential extra time, which could lead to a potential penalty shootout. Here's Chouameni fighting the ball on that right hand side to Koundé. Koundé to N'Golo Conte. Floated it back. Now looking towards Hernandez. For France, hugging that right touchline, gives it back to Saliba. This is where the press happened. There's no press at the moment. It's with Conte into the centre circle for Saliba into Hernandez playing that 1-2 with Mbappe, but the ball's trickled nicely to Clemente. He's played this back to Rabiot. Rabiot's got to move that ball quickly to Griezmann. Griezmann's going to go for goal, and it's wide. He maybe had a better option with Jules Koundé to the right of him. You're now thinking from a French point of view, do they put Sama Dembele on, who's on a yellow card, of course, if he gets booked, he'll miss the quarter-final if France progress. Rabiot finding himself roaming these good place and positions, giving it to Griezmann. This shot was never convincing. It left Griezmann's foot, never going in. It's with Faz back for Belgium. And it's now towards Castagna. How that right hand side, it continues to get the ball. Castagna with lead, he gives the ball back to Mbappe. So with Faz gives the ball to Teti. Teti now to Onana. Onana, such a strange game this. It's played in phases, isn't it? Just one time France have the ball to build from the back and there's no pressure from Belgium. Then it's flipped, and it's now flipped, gone forward to Lukaku, put the pressure on Upamecano. He wins the ball, Lukaku. He will have a moment, won't he? Surely Lukaku, he will have a moment in front of goal. He has to. He's gone 65 minutes without having anything, not having a sniff. And Magnan's goal. He's just waiting for the throw to be taken on the far side. You never know. When the referee halts a game, it's like a VAR alarm goes off on commentators' heads or football supporters' heads. You just don't know what's going on. But I can tell you that play has resumed. They were just playing. I don't know what he was reviewing or what conversation he was having with a possible VAR team. But we're halfway through this second half. And it's France 0, Belgium 0. Here's Onana. France wait to still score from open play. Continues. Of course, they did score from an own goal, but a French player has not scored from open play. The other goal in this whole tournament was a Kylian Mbappe penalty. Here is Faz to give the ball to Vertonghen. Vertonghen takes his time. He moves right and left. Then he plays it back to Castagna. Oh, another high ball going towards Lukaku's sandwich between Saliba and Upamecano, but Saliba that gets the ball there. It's Tchouaméni now towards Rabiot. Rabiot goes forward onto left hand side. Mbappe, we've not seen him in the left hand side too much in this second half, compared to the first. Tchouaméni, diagonal ball to Koundé. It's a good header from Teti. It will be a thrown on that far side for Belgium. It's interesting, that substitution for Belgium, bringing Magalo on for Appende. You know, you lose your pace in attack, but at the same time, is that for more security in the middle of the field? But we're not seeing that in the moment. He's going to come there to help out De Bruyne. Obviously, pushes De Bruyne more forward, and you need De Bruyne forward to try and thread that pass, and maybe just that move where Carrasco, we saw Hernandez, that brilliant recovery tackle just when Carrasco is pulling in front of goal to shoot and score. You would back him to do that on his right foot on the right hand side. That came from a De Bruyne pass, that whole move. So maybe that's what Tedesco, the Belgian coach, is thinking. Let me get De Bruyne high up the field. Baffling, he's taken him 66 minutes to get to that point, but he's got to that point nonetheless. And his side is defending though. However, here's Rabiot, pink boots tonight, to give the ball to Hernandez. Hernandez up to Rabiot, 25 yards away. Here is Rabiot looking for N'Golo Kanté. Kanté now to Mbappe. Mbappe's put up under pressure. He's skipping and turning. He's on his right foot. He won't go for goal. He'll give the ball to Antoine Griezmann. He's going to tee this one to Tchouaméni. He fires over. Never looked convincing. Always in a rush. Edge of the penalty area. And he just mutters a few words. The number 8 on his back. And Tchouaméni. It's his range. He can score from there. It was a good setup from Antoine Griezmann. But you're looking at Olivier Giroud. You're looking at Dembele now. These are players that Didier Deschamps will be looking at to bring in to play and influence this game. So with Vertonghen to the middle towards Castells. Goes to Faz. Goes on the left to Hernandez. Hana. He's wanting the ball from Castells. Castells has it in the 6-yard box, but you don't want as a mistake to decide this game as we head into the final 20. Vertonghen fires that forward, looking forward to Lukaku. It's won by Lukaku up against Upamecano. Here is Doku. Remember him? He's still in this game. He tries to play the ball to Onana. He's scanning. He's lost the ball for Koulibaly. Koulibaly does well. Here's it. Kante trying to feed that word to Griezmann, but it's intercepted by Mangala. And now you've got Lukaku trying to run in the left-hand channel up against Upamecano. Upamecano halts him for a bit. He's it back to Doku. Doku has 3 around him on that left-hand touchline, 25 yards away from penalty area. Goes back to Faz. Faz into the field now to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it back to Faz. Sustained pressure now from Belgium inside France half is the goal right now. Here's Sam with De Bruyne hugging the left-hand touchline, and he's finding Mangala. Here's Lukaku in the penalty area. Romelu Lukaku saved away by Mannion. I told you I'll get a chance, and it's smartly saved by Mannion going down to his left. There's 2 balls on the field at the moment. Desperately need Castells to get rid of it. He's not going to commit to do so. The game's got to halt because there's 2 balls in the field. The referee's not halted play, and a French player kicks it out of play. Here is Mbappe. He goes in towards the penalty area. What drama if this leads to a goal? Here is Teo Hernandez. There's a lot of Belgian players ushering Mbappe away. It's won by Onana. Onana has a lot of space to run into. The tall figure for Belgium in the heart of their midfield. De Bruyne is berating. I don't know if he's berating the options or he's berating the manager. But it's that pedestrian football I was talking about in the first half, where Belgium are playing like there's a player in the opposition who's down. It's kicking off between Vertonghen and Mbappe a little bit. A lot of words. Mbappe the mask, of course. Vertonghen not showing. And play has actually stopped because the bickering is a bit too much. The referee's telling Mbappe's got to be careful. He is on a yellow card. He does not want to miss that a potential quarter final if France go through. Looks like Teo Hernandez possibly would have been offside anyway. I think Mbappe wanted a penalty. Teo Hernandez teeing this up to Mbappe in the penalty box. Cracking challenge from Mangala. It's really good. Dangerous though, coming down to ground with Mbappe. Missed that, it's a penalty. It's a clear penalty to France, so that was dangerous. But he's come onto the field, Mangala, and he's played well. 3 attempts for Belgium in this game. 1 attempt on target for them. 17 attempts for France. Guess how many have been on target? Just 1. One attack has landed on target. That was just come from Lukaku's shot. It's with Conte into the penalty area. N'Golo Conte feeding the ball now to towards Thuram, who's come off. Sorry, so Koulibaly he's playing it in. It's kept out by Castells. He doesn't concede the corner into 3 minutes. It's been a positive substitution for Descos. It's just got Lukaku more of a chance through having Kevin De Bruyne near him. It was an okay chance. He couldn't do anything more than what he provided in terms of that left-footed shot. Here it is, Saliba, really high up the field, gives the ball to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni with the ball, 35 yards away from the penalty area, pokes that forward, then just takes a side step into N'Golo Conte, into the penalty area now. Conte slipping this through into the middle. It's a ball from the right-hand side. It's intercepted by a Belgian defender. Doku tries to find Lukaku, hitting it long. Oh, Upamecano nearly loses the ball to Kevin De Bruyne just outside the centre circle, outside the French half. Is that going to be a corner? It is going to be a corner. Good battling coming from that right-hand side between Doku and Tchouaméni. Doku just complaining. He felt that it should have been a foul. I mean, Tchouaméni did push Doku. That is a bit of a surprise. It will be a corner, however. So it's a chance for Saliba, Koulibaly and Mbappe to be lurking at the far side, to all these white shirts in the penalty area. France 0, Belgium 0. Here live on Flash Score. Portugal, Slovenia to follow. It's not won by a white shirt, it's won by a Belgian player. It's only as far as Jules Koundé down that right hand side. Oh, it's a good ball to Rabiot. Rabiot into the penalty box. It's going to be left footed, and it's just gone wide. It was Saliba in the end who pulled the trigger. That felt like it was going to rustle its way in towards the penalty area, and more importantly inside the goal, but the net didn't rustle, and with the net not rustling, you know that's gone wide. Is Lukaku about to be replaced, or we've just seen the replay from that Lukaku effort going into the middle? Oh, it's a good deflection that came from Tchouaméni. Really, really good. He's fast. Giving the ball to Castagna. Castagna in the middle to Onana. Onana back to Castagna. Back to now towards Faz. Faz back to Castells. Inside the final 50 we go. And this one, France nil, Belgium nil. Listen to flash score. I said Portugal, Slovenia coming up. Audio commentary. You don't want to miss that. Cristiano Ronaldo and co. Trying to make it to the final 8. The winner of this game will face the winner of that game. Here it is, Faz. Laying it back towards Vertonghen. Taking out to Faz outside the penalty area. Faz looking towards the centre back. Time now for Faz. Able to siphon the ball. No, he just waits and then runs across. All this play still in his own half. Here it is, Vertonghen now. The argument between him and Mbappe has been paused. It's with Castagna. He clips this towards Lukaku and then goes for a run up against Hernandez. He just pushes Castagna away. I mean, look, he showed really good strength there, Hernandez. Referee saying he got the ball. I don't think he got the ball. He just did enough. He did it on the limit. Really, there's a high challenge that comes in, and it's a yellow card on Vertonghen on Koulibaly. Koulibaly and Vertonghen batted it. All span up in the air, and it was a bit of a kick out by Vertonghen. Good referee. It was a bit of a kick out by Vertonghen. So who's that yellow card for? He's given a second yellow card to the Belgian coach. Zesco's been booked also, because he thinks it should be a free kick down that right hand side where Castagna was battling Hernandez. He's holding Castagna. You've seen those given. I think it's one that you can see why the referee's not giving a free kick, and at the same time you see the frustration for the Belgian players and managers. It's with France though, with Saliba. He's had a good chance moments ago. We're going to get a late goal in this game to really put a late dagger, as they like to say on the old net. Here's with N'Golo Kanté, passed the ball to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni throwing this ball towards Koundé. Koundé on the right hand side gives this to Griezmann. Griezmann being a bit more quiet in the second half. Surprised just the one change has come through, but France have a lot of weapons at their disposal on the bench. But they're giving the ball away. Here's Doku's going to release that quickly. He does. Lukaku wants to release it a bit too quickly on the way towards De Bruyne. Domenico Tedesco has been put confirmation at the manager of Belgium. Down the right, it'll go again for France. Inside now for Tchouaméni, outside the centre circle. Tchouaméni swinging his ball to the left side, looking towards Theo Hernandez. Hernandez towards Koundé. France nil, Belgium nil. Here, live on Flash Score for this last 16 game from Dusseldorf. Two heavyweights of the European game knocking horns. It's the best matchup on paper that we see in terms of the last 16. Of course, Austria-Turkey looks quite tasty, and Netherlands-Romania could pull up a few surprises. The ball's swung to the right-hand side by Koulibaly to Koundé. Goes back to Koulibaly, shoots, but he shoots over the bar. It's Kylian Mbappe who pulls the trigger, and he can't find the net. It stays 0-0. The French supporters are looking very, very nervous in that crowd as Onana proceeds with the ball. Gives to Mangala. Mangala's held back, and it'll be a free kick to Belgium. Back with Vertonghen. Vertonghen out to Mangala, giving the ball towards Onana. But for Belgium, it's still in the game, and that's what they need to be doing at the moment. Staying alongside one of the tournament's favourites. Here's Vertonghen, left-footed, launching that ball long, looking towards Lukaku, but Lukaku let it bounce. Luckily from Lukaku, wasn't right behind him. It's an easy gather for the goalkeeper in Mane. It's Saliba. Saliba now in field to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni giving to Rabiot. In a moment towards Theo Hernandez. Saliba taking their time with the ball. Tenenza has having a very, very good game. As we said, he's performing very, very well, high level from that left back position. Games are decided by goals and good defensive play. Yes, if you keep the ball out, but we need a goal. Final 10 now. Here's Mbappe. We're going to see another half an hour. It's intercepted by Onana. Mbappe is trying to take that throw in, but he doesn't. It's taken here by Teo Hernandez. Throws this back. Teo Hernandez looking towards Saliba. Saliba towards the back. 10 minutes to go. Floats us to the right now for Jules Koundé. Three weight in the middle. In a white shirt of France, gathered by Castells, though the green of Belgium. He's felt quite comfortable in the second half. He's floated back by the left-hand side to Castagna. Here's Faz. Faz. So now back to right-hand side towards Faz. It's now flicked away. Nice bit of work there by the defender. It's floating that right in towards the channel. Faz. It's a good header one by Saliba. Looks like it was Teo Hernandez again. Right hand side now for Percano. Percano darting that forward, looking towards Mbappe. Put under pressure. Mbappe wins the ball. Koulibaly is there also. Good work by Koulibaly. Koulibaly gives him to Griezmann. France 0, Belgium 0. Jules Koundé, just one change apiece. Koulibaly coming on for France and Magalou coming on for Belgium. It's with Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni now gives the ball to Saliba. Saliba now to Teo Hernandez. Mbappe's on this left-hand side. He's got two ahead of him. He floats the ball to Tchouaméni, 30 yards away. Tchouaméni plays a diagonal ball, looking towards Griezmann. When players throw that ball, you're always got to give the ball back to the opposition. You really are, and that's a free kick to Belgium. And they're happy for this. Doku's been, halted by N'Golo Kanté. July 1st in Dusseldorf sees the clash between France and Belgium. No, we're still waiting for a goal this month at the Euros. We've seen so many. It's had an enjoyable, really, really enjoyable group stage. Over the halfway line we go. Here is Lukaku trying to stick this back to Doku. Doku on the left hand side. Oh, he goes into the middle to De Bruyne. De Bruyne's got a chance to shoot. He's saved very well by Kevin De Bruyne's shot on goal. And it's Magnan going down to his left that beats it away. First time we've seen him in that number 10 position since the tactical change from Tedesco. Lukaku went in the pocket, teed it up, on rushing towards the penalty area, right footed. And De Bruyne's shot was well saved. Pressure from Belgium inside the final 10. Waiting for that dagger to come. Are we heading to the dreaded extra time and even more dreaded penalties? Or at the moment, that's what we're heading to, unless one of these two sides can find a goal. It's with Castagna going into the middle to Onana for Belgium. On with the white strapping on his right hand and on the halfway line. Floats the ball to Vertonghen. France 0, Belgium 0. It's now with Faz. In the ball back to Teti. Teti goes to the middle to Onana. This is good from Belgium. Onana finds a bit of a space, floating the ball towards Carrasco. Still a bit of opportunity to see maybe Yuri Tillemans come on for Belgium to create a bit more attacking emphasis top of that pitch. Here is Teddy. The red boots towards Doku. Doku's apprehended, and he does win the throw-in though on that far side. And Magnus has got his hands dirty, definitely in this game, especially in the second half. Lukaku and De Bruyne have already stung the palms of Magnan. It is Onana. Floats that to the right hand side. This is towards. Oh, Lukaku's touch was heavy in front of De Bruyne. Sorry, in front of Saliba, with De Bruyne ahead of him. Here is Griezmann giving the ball to Percano. They just about keep the ball. Here's N'Golo Kanté. He's in a right midfield position. Up against Onana. Goes in the middle to Griezmann. Griezmann now on to Rabiot. Rabiot's got a bit of space to eat into. Kylian Mbappe's there. The ball was loose in Kylian Mbappe, but Theo Hernandez keeps hold of it. Goes on his right foot. Swung in by Griezmann in towards Koundé. Koundé, edge of the penalty area. It's a nice intricate play here from France. They're trying to work it through, and they have in the 85th minute. Deflected, and it's the player off the bench, Koulibaly, that has probably sent France through to the last 8 at Hamburg on Friday. France finally get their goal from open play in Euro 2024, and it comes at a vital time. Deflected but in. France 1, Belgium 0. Koulibaly. Oh, they were knocking France in that move. Bobbling forward, Mbappe towards Theo Hernandez. Saliba winning the ball away from Lukaku. He wants a free kick. He's not getting a free kick. Down the left-hand side it came. A bit loose ball, but Theo Hernandez doing so well. Winning the ball from Carrasco. Griezmann involved. Gives it to Koundé in the penalty box. He lays that back towards Tchouaméni. Quick instinctive move to Koulibaly. Just got a yard from Vertonghen. I think it's got a slight touch from the veteran defender. He kicked into the ground and hit the knee of Vertonghen. That took it away from Castells. It's unfortunate for Jan Vertonghen. Belgium defending so well in the second half especially. But you need a bit of luck if you're going to win tournaments. You need a bit of luck if you're going to win these tight games. It's the French again that are beating Belgium in the major tournaments. They did it in 2018 and they've done it in numerous competitions. There is a VAR check, and that check is complete. France 1, Belgium 0. Koulibaly, I spoke about that devastating miss back in Qatar in the World Cup final at 3-3, deep into the second half of extra time. How that will haunt him, and that won't make any. That would heal that wound, that goal. It'll just help a little bit, to make him sleep a bit better at night from that miss back in the Qatar final against Argentina. But Belgium have 4 minutes to get themselves back into the game. It's Doku who's walking his way in towards the penalty area. He's apprehended by N'Golo Kanté. Good challenge there by Faz, with Mbappe trying to go around him, but Faz says, nah, not today. And well, for Belgium, they've got to throw everything at this French defence. Lukaku goes into the middle. It's really good work from Saliba. It really is. Just to win that ball from Lukaku. Initially it looked like a heavy touch. I called it as a heavy touch from Lukaku, but it was Saliba getting himself involved. It may go down as an own goal, but Koulibaly just hitting that ball in as De Bruyne goes towards the penalty box. You can't rule out Belgium with too many quality players on the field. This offside flag has gone up though. They've gone as an own goal for Jan Vertonghen. N'Golo Kanté with that ball in, with the assist. And the two changes are coming to the field now for Belgium. Off the field goes Carrasco. Off the field goes Castagna. And onto the field goes Cascada. And on the field comes Lou Bacchio. So Lou Bacchio on. And Castilla on the Atalanta man. Carrasco and Castagna coming off. So that's a complete different change of the right side. And onto the field goes on the Ketelala. So Ketelala on, 2 to go. Manja's taking this sweet time to take this. A goal kick, 88th minute on the clock. Onana wins a planting header. It's now with, flicked it by Rabiot. They'll take their time now. What a perfect time to score for France. They will feel I have unfinished business in the Euros when Adair scored back 8 years ago in the Stade de France to break French's hearts in their own tournament when Portugal lifted the famous European Cup International Championship for the first time in 2016, losing on home soil. 2 years later they lifted the famous World Cup in Russia. But they've always been knocking on the door this century after the mess of South Africa in 2010 when they couldn't make it out of the group stages. That was a horrible tournament for Le Bleu. But since that tournament they've just been involved in a bit more. 2014 was a bit of a learning curve in the Cup in Brazil, but since then they've wanted to fight for the big honours. They weren't able to. That's the point of my long rant here. They weren't able to in 2021 because they lost the penalties in Switzerland. They will move forward into Friday's quarter-final. Things stay the same here and go one better than they did 3 years ago in the multi-city tournament that we saw across Europe. But it might be an equaliser here with Lukaku. Doku puts the ball towards Lukaku, cleared away by Belgium, by France. Hits the referee. Referee has to stop the play because it hits him, so he can't let it. It trickled quite nicely for Onana in the Belgium, in the French's half. Oh, we got into the way actually, and it's now back with Belgium. So we are into the 90th. We played the 90 minutes. How many minutes to be added on? Just the 3 for Belgium left of their Euro 2024 competition, unless they score a goal here. It's down the right hand side, it goes through Lebacchio trying to find De Bruyne. De Bruyne is going to try and go down, maybe win a free kick. He finds Lebacchio. They need to put the ball in the penalty area, and France would have done really well. It's limited the supply. As I say, that Lebacchio's found the ball to De Bruyne. It's the heels of Kevin De Bruyne. They were booed in their last game, Belgium, up against Ukraine, from the home supporters. They may be booed again right at the end here. France getting out of jail through Koulibaly's scruffed effort. He turned, went past Vertonghen and kicked the ball into the ground, hit the knee of the Belgian defender in Jan Vertonghen. It's a miserable way to go out of a tournament. Happens, it's football. And in Dusseldorf, France are progressing once again into the final 8. 2 to go. We've played 1 of the 3 to be added on here. Sure, France 1, Belgium. It's with Faz, slipping the ball to the left hand side to Onana. Onana now back towards Theti. It's now with Doku. It's where they need the ball. Doku running towards the byline, putting a low cross into the middle, but there's no one there. The closest player there was the substitute in Del Caretta. You've got to find yourself in the middle. More players. It's going to be the throw-in taken by Luke Bacchio. Luke Bacchio given to Faz. Faz 30 yards away. Goes in field to Onana. And only just scans. Takes a right touch of his right boot to give the ball back down. Surprised Yuri Tillemans hasn't come on as well, just to give those late passes. They do work fantastically down this left hand side. Oh, Doku in the box, weaving and turning, and it's headed away by Upa Ricardo. Oh, that was vital. Doku had Jules Koundé in all sorts of problems there. If he was able to find a red shirt, they may have found a route to goal. They have a corner for their troubles. The goalkeeper hasn't come up for this one yet. Because still a minute to play. Kevin De Bruyne, the pink boots, takes this into towards the penalty area. Doesn't even beat the first man. It's poor from Kevin De Bruyne. The Man City man has to do better there. It's the last moments of your tournament. You have to put the ball into the box. He kind of floats it in, and he makes it easy. There's still a throw in there for Belgium. Belgium, all of the players on the bench on their feet. Something special is going to happen in the next 30 seconds if Belgium are going to stay in this competition. They do float the ball all the way to the far post. Koundé's got to get there because Doku was waiting for it. It's cleared away by Rabiot. France are hanging on here. It's Koulibaly who's got the goal over the halfway line. That's won it. And he's gone and won inside a vital free kick inside Belgium's half. The free kick that's been given away by Magalu. And Lubaki, it was Magalu is the player that has been penalised. And France are there. France 1, Belgium 0. We've played the 3 minutes of added time. And I'm pretty sure once this free kick is taken, the referee will blow the whistle and will be blowing. He's blown it. France are in to the final 8 of the Euros once again. They do one better than Euro 2020. 3 years ago, they make sure that they will be going to the latter stages of this competition. They just about do it. They haven't played their best football in this tournament. They've just about beaten Belgium. Belgium, for all their problems, put up a solid fight. And we're in that fight all the way until the 85th minute. Until Koulibaly stepped up with a deflected effort to fire a shot inside the penalty area past Castells. It's more disappointment for Belgium. Against France. But once again in a major tournament, they never get it done. Unfortunately, Belgium. De Bruyne fails again. Romelu Lukaku fails again. Doku and Co fell again. Vertonghen, unfortunately, is the man, and the goal's actually gone down as a Vertonghen goal, who's just looking in the penalty box, and really, really disinterested and away from he is. Wants the ground to swallow him up. It's the pain of football. It's the cruelty of high-level sport. It's France who progress. It's Belgium that go home. It wasn't the best game that we anticipated. On paper, we thought it'd be mouth-watering. In the end, it was two boxers who just needed one knockout blow in the end to knock out the other. It finished here in Dusseldorf. France 1, Belgium 0. The winner of Portugal-Slovenia will play France in Hamburg on Friday, and you know that you'll be able to listen to all those games live here on Flash Score.